Brilliant, the Bold and the Beautiful is at 1 after this meeting of Mothers' Minds.
Sorry, Annie. I should have called to say we're getting the early train. 10:30 was fully booked.
No problem. How's the journey?
Oh, the usual. 200 nutters queuing for a flapjack, 1 bog roll per carriage, and then they've got the nerve to say, thank you for choosing our service. You know, like you've got a flaming choice. Shall I take this upstairs?
No, you sit down and put your feet up. Chris will do that later. Can I get you a cup of something?
Oh, I could murder a coffee. I've been up since 5:30. Oh, that is better. Do you know, I do not know why I wear these shoes, because they've never been comfy.
You should try being 6 months pregnant. None of my shoes fit me anymore. So, how's things?
Can't complain, I suppose. Joe's still busy, you know, so we've got some money coming in. What about you?
You know, up and down.
Have you seen much of Liam?
Yeah. He pops in now and again with his dad. I bet you miss it.
Yeah. Stupid, isn't it? You spend years counting the minutes till they push out, give you a bit of peace. When they do, you start sobbing in your hanky. How's your Scally getting on?
Nick, not so bad.
Hey, not so bad, not and down. What does all that mean in real terms?
Well, to tell you the truth, the business isn't going very well at the moment.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's a rough old game, the building trade.
Yeah, it certainly is at the moment. Chris is worried sick, and I'm sure Nick's the same. Still, never mind. I bet you being here will cheer him up.
Me? Why?
Well, just that he's looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, right.
Have I said the wrong thing?
No, of course not. It's just that he might not feel quite the same way when he knows what I've come here for.
You busy?
Yeah, what's it look like? Right, what's up?
Listen, mate, I've got a problem.
Just the one. Lucky all you.
I'm serious. So this girl Liam's been hanging around with.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I met her at the lock yesterday. She's only on the game, isn't she?
What?
Straight up. She was sat with this old fella. I went over to say hello. I thought it was her dad.
What happened?
Turns out this bloke's a flaming client.
Nah, he must have the wrong end of the stick, man.
She told me herself. Had to go at me because I'd interrupted her business and now she wasn't going to get paid.
And this was in the lock? Since when did they have girls like that in there?
Well, since yesterday, obviously. I don't mind betting who's behind it, no.
Hang on. Did Liam say he was actually going out with this girl?
Yeah.
And how old is she?
Early 20s.
Well, that doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, since when did a girl at 20 go out with a lad Liam's age?
Pete Callan said it was true.
And since when did you believe anything that scumbag tells you?
Yeah, I suppose. But even if they're not actually going out, they're still hanging around together. That's bad enough.
Sounds like you and Liam need to have a chat, mate.
It's Pete Callan I want to talk to. And the worst thing is, Barbara arrives later today. She finds out about this.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good on the responsible parent front, does it?
Oh, can you imagine it? Oh, hi, Barbara. Yeah, Liam be right out. He's just chatting with his mate, the hooker. Doesn't bear thinking about.
Hey, where are you off to?
Round the lock. Try and get to the bottom of this before she arrives.
Yeah, and what if she turns up? What do I say?
Nothing. Just try and keep her here, out of harm's way.
Oh, thanks a lot, mate.
Well, I don't want to sniff around the lock, do I? Oh, God, that lad'll be the death of me.
So, it sounds like you and Nick are due for a serious talk.
And to be honest with you, I am dreading it.
When are you going to break it to?
As soon as possible. I'll go and find him as soon as I finish this.
He's round at the yard. That's where the caravan is now.
Oh, I can't believe he's still living in that tub. I don't know how he puts up with it.
I don't think anyone does.
I mean, he's never grown up. You know, that's his trouble. That probably explains why he gets on so well with Liam.
Sorry.
Well, they're like 2 kids together, really, aren't they? Liam, he says they've been getting on like house on fire.
Did he?
In his last letter, yes, he... What? Are you telling me that that isn't true?
Look, Barbara, it's not really my place to interfere.
Oh, don't be daft, Annie. No, apart from Nick, you're the nearest thing Liam's had to family since he's been down here. You're certainly the only people I'd trust to keep an eye on him. You know, if there's something going on, you know, I would want you to tell me.
Well, there have been a few arguments, but I mean, nothing you wouldn't expect at that
What
age.
about?
Well, the usual teenage stuff. Where he goes, who he sees.
What about this, Pete Callan bloke?
What about him?
Well, his name's cropped up quite a few times. I mean, Liam seems very impressed with him.
Yes, I think he is.
Is it bad news?
Barbara, I'd like to help, really, but, well, it's a bit complicated, and I don't really think I'm the right person. I think you need to speak to Nick about this.
Right then. I shall go and find him.
Well, look who it is. Our resident rabble-round. Don't start. I want to talk to you about that Sandy girl.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? I wanted to talk to you about Sandy as well.
Is she working for you?
Well, she's trying to, when she's not being hassled by the likes of you.
I knew it. It was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
What do you want about?
Well, you've tried everything else, haven't you? Strippers, drug pushing, pimping's about the only thing left.
I beg your pardon?
Ah, you heard. I ought to deck you right now. Encouraging a kid Liam's age to hang around with prostitutes. Do you know it's an offence to corrupt a minor? Do you?
Now, you just shut up, Scouse, and listen to me for a minute, right? Sandy is not a prostitute, and I am not a pimp. I run a respectable escort agency for professional men who need a female partner on the odd occasion.
Pull the other one.
I don't care if you believe it or not, it's true. And you barging in on Sandy yesterday has lost us both a lot of money, right?
I barged in, as you call it, because I thought I was introducing myself to his son's girlfriend. You told me they were going out.
I don't believe I actually use those precise words. And anyway, surely can't believe a kid Liam's age could pull a gorgeous bird like that. I think it's hilarious.
I'm not laughing.
Look, we're just having a bit of fun, okay? So your Liam's taken a shine to her, but anything else is just wishful thinking on his part.
But you're still letting them hang around together. A 16-year-old hang around girls are in the living as escorts.
As a matter of fact, I'm keeping a very careful eye on him. You know, I've tried to stop him seeing her, but I can't watch him all day, can I?
If anything happens to my son while he's working for you, your life's not going to be worth living.
And if you interfere with my business again, neither will yours. Now, was there anything else?
Barbara, what a lovely surprise.
Hi, Chris. I'm looking for Nick.
We thought you weren't going to get here till later. Did you get an early train?
Yeah, that's right. So is he here or not?
Not at the moment, I'm afraid, but it probably won't be too long. Kettle's just boiled. Did you want a cup of something?
No, Ta. Just had one with Annie. So where is he? Skiving again, I suppose.
Oh, no, he's on a job. He won't be too long.
What about Liam?
No, he's not here either, I'm afraid.
Oh, thought he worked here.
Well, he helps out now and again. It's not a full-time thing.
Really? Well, that's not what he told me. So what is his full-time thing?
I'm sure Nick will fill you in on everything when he gets back. Listen, do you want to make yourself comfortable? Have a seat.
No, thanks. No, I'll wait in the caravan.
You're quite sure there's nothing I can get you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks.
Busy?
Yes.
Council work, is it?
Yes, I've got a meeting this evening. I haven't got through half this stuff.
Only, I was wondering if you'd given any more thought to what we were discussing, about Chris.
Well, you know my position, Jack. I thought we were in agreement.
Oh, we are. Chris's behaviour was inexcusable.
Well, then.
Well, it's Annie I'm worried about. Surely there's something we can do for her sake.
Well, I've offered him money. I don't see what else we can do.
Yeah, I know. But perhaps something a little less obvious?
I'm only a councillor, Jack. I'm not the person that hires and fires the building contractors.
I know, but surely there's someone you can phone. Just find out what sort of figure they're thinking of for the tender. That'd be a big help, surely.
There's a word for that. It's called corruption. And it's illegal, and I'm not going to do it.
Where's the harm, Elsa? It doesn't guarantee that Chris gets the job. It just levels the playing field with some of the bigger companies, that's all.
The harm is that if the truth comes out, Christopher and I will get prosecuted, and I'm too long in the tooth to spend time in prison. Now, please, you heard the way Christopher was with me. Let's not discuss it anymore.
Hi. I just thought I'd see how you were doing. Make sure you were comfortable,
Well, I'm not. I'm not staying in there any longer. The place stinks of old cigars and the dog hairs. I'm covered.
Yeah, well, Nick did say he was going to clean up.
Oh, that probably is clean for Nick. I was having a cold tea bag just now. Got stain all down my skirt.
Yeah, listen, are you sure you don't want to work in the office?
No, I've had enough of this place. I want to see my ex-husband and I want to see him now. So come on, Chris. Where is he?
All right, Pete. Do you want me to see if anyone's here yet?
What was that?
Well, you're interviewing girls today, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. The first one's not due for another half an hour yet. Liam, sit down, will you? I want a word.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm afraid there is. Now, what did I say to you about Sandy?
You said to leave her alone and not mix business with pleasure.
Exactly. And did you do what I asked?
Yeah, of course I did.
So I think this little fairy tale love affair has gone on far enough, don't you?
Look, I never said that, Pete.
Oh, come on, Liam.
Only to me, Dad.
Only? Liam, don't you understand? This has caused me a lot of trouble. I've had your dad coming round asking me if it's true.
But, Dad, what did you say to him?
Well, I couldn't deny it, could I? I mean, I don't want you to look stupid in front of your old man. But he knows she does escort work. I'll tell you what, I was right ear bashing from him this morning.
Pete, what difference does it make what she does for a living?
What difference? A lot, considering your age. So I had to straighten things out, otherwise we'd both been in trouble.
I only did it for a laugh. I didn't know what to do any harm.
Listen, I've had grief from your dad, from Sandy, I've lost lots of money. Social Grace has had to blow out one of its best customers. I think that's enough harm to be going on with, don't you?
Sorry, all right.
Nice touch, mate. But you're a bit late.
What? She hasn't been here already.
Yeah, you missed her.
Oh, flippin' heck.
I had to tell her where you were.
What, you sent her around to Pete's place? But Liam will be there?
She's going to find out he works there sooner or later.
Yeah, but I wanted to break it to her gently. Paint a nice rosy picture. Who knows what she's going to walk into there.
Excuse me.
Sorry, but
I'm looking for Mr. Tripp. Am I in the right place?
So is that what he calls himself now? Yeah, darling. Yeah, you're in the right place.
I'm Barbara. You must be the famous Pete Callum.
Well, my reputation precedes me. Well, you were a bit early, aren't you?
Yeah, I got the 6:30. Early bird catches the worm and all that.
I admire your enthusiasm. Go on, take a seat.
Thanks.
Barbara, don't get me wrong, darling, but I have to be brutally honest with you. You're a little older than what I had in mind.
I beg your pardon?
Listen, no offence, and I'm not saying you're unattractive, but generally speaking, it's girls in their early to mid-20s I'm interested in.
Is that right?
Well, having said that, there is the odd evening I could use a mature lady. So if you give me your number, anything comes up, I'll give you a call.
All right.
And if this is your idea of a joke, I don't find it very funny. Am I making myself clear?
Listen, are you going to back off, or am I going to have to slap you one?
You... Liam?
Two more Armagnacs, please, sweetheart.
No, not for me, thanks. I'm not used to drinking at this time of day. I'll get a headache.
No, not with this stuff, you won't. No, it's the additives and the cheap stuff. That's what does the damage. Now, you could drink this stuff all day long, no problem. Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, if you want to drink it, I'm happy to sell it to you. Just don't own you're responsible for the consequences.
Now, there is a woman with her head screwed on.
Well, to be honest, I'm grateful to be selling anything today. It's all been a bit quiet.
I thought this was supposed to be your OAP's day.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. I mean, they've always gone down well in the past, but I don't know what's happened to everybody.
Bet it's that fight last week. I bet that's what put them off.
No, I'll tell you what's happened. They heard that we were in here and that frightened them off, isn't it? Nectar of the gods.
Aye, well, the gods can have it. It's no good to me. I'm going home.
Oh, you can't go now. We've only just started.
You might have done, but if I have any more of that, I'll be ending up in the hospital. You just carry on.
No, I'll come with you. Just let me finish this.
I mean, I'm not easily offended, but the way he spoke to me...
Maria, can I have one of them for me?
Yeah, why? Has there been an accident?
No, she's just been introduced to Pete.
Well, I think that counts as an accident.
So that's the great bloke you've been writing to me about?
Well, he is a great bloke, honest. It was just a misunderstanding, that's all.
Why are you hanging around with him anyway? He's old enough to be your father.
He's like a mate and a boss.
You working for him? Doing what?
You know, just helping out with the business.
Oh, and what is this business when it's at home?
Yeah, mostly telegrams. Singing telegrams.
Singing telegrams?
You know, gorillagrams, singing policemen and that.
Yeah. And girls taking the clothes off, I suppose.
Now and again, yeah.
You know, I don't believe I'm hearing this. Does your father know that what you've been up to?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Well, he'll know a few other things when I get hold of him. Is that what this Callum bloke thought I was then? Some bit of stuff after a strippogram job?
No, he thought you would...
What? Come on, out with it.
Well, I thought you were for the escort agency.
Shall I make that a double?
I think that'll be for me. Elsa Gate speaking. Ah, Victor. Excellent. Yes, did they come up with something? Well, I should think so too. It's a very good contract for them. Did they say how much? 200,000. Victor, would you hold on a moment, please? Jack, I was just about to make some tea. Could you,
Yeah, of course.
Today, if possible? Sorry, Victor. You said?
Nice one, Victor. Nice one.
Frankly, Victor, as long as the rubbish bins are cleared twice a week, I don't care who does it.
Surprise!
Well, you can stick those in the bin for a start.
Oh, come on, Bobs. These are shop ones, honest.
Still won't do you any good.
Hi, Nick. Nice to see you, Nick.
Don't get funny with me, Nick Tripp. Not after I've been through today. And don't drip water over his furniture.
Look, Liam told me what happened at the lock.
Did he?
I don't know what you must be thinking.
Oh, I don't think you do. 'Cause if you did, you wouldn't come walking in here with nothing but a bunch of potsy flowers, I'll tell you that for nothing. You'd be walking in here with an iron jockstrap.
Oh, just hear me out, will you? At least listen to my side.
I am all ears.
Look, I don't like Liam working for Pete Callan any more than you do. I've tried everything to stop him going down there, but it's not easy. He's not a kid anymore.
Oh, yes, he is, Nick. Until he's 18, that's exactly what he is, which is why I sent him to stay with you in the first place. Some job you've made of it.
Oh, don't be like that.
Well, let's have a recap, shall we? Go back over recent visits. First he gets done for shoplifting. Then we have half the Metropolitan Police Force trawling London for him and that girl he runs off with. And now I find he's working for a flaming brothel.
Oh, come off it. It's not that bad.
Well, it's not far off it. Honestly. Have you no sense at all? Do you want to see him inside before he's 20? Because he's going the right way about it.
Oh, I've told you, I've tried. But you know what kids are like at that age? You tell them one thing, they go straight out and do the opposite.
Only if you're a softball who lets them walk all over you.
Look, this isn't helping anyone, is it? Why don't you come round to the caravan? I'll cook you a nice meal and we'll talk about it.
Sorry, I just need to get my sewing.
Oh, come in, lover.
What do you say?
If you think I am setting foot inside that festering ashtray again, you've got another thing coming.
That's not very nice, is it?
Neither's your caravan.
Look, if you've got no plans for tonight, you're welcome to eat here if you want.
Oh, are you sure, Annie? That's really good of you.
Yeah, no trouble at all. I made a big casserole, so there should be plenty. And anyway, I'm sure you've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we got to sort out what we're going to do about Liam.
Yeah, amongst other things.
What other things?
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, what's going on? Barbara, hey, nice to see you again. Hey, have we got some catching up to do, pet? I don't suppose there's any chance of a cup of tea, is there, love?
Just the man.
Jack? Look, if Elsa sent you over here to...
No, Elsa didn't send me. I'm here on my own accord.
All right.
Although you said some pretty hurtful things yesterday.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry, but things got a bit...
Let's just leave that for now. I've got something I want to tell you. But this is strictly between the two of us. It's got to go no further, understand?
Yeah. What is it?
It's about the council contract.
All right.
I heard Elsa on the telephone earlier, talking to one of her colleagues. Apparently they're considering a tender from a company for about 200 grand.
200? Are you sure?
Well, that's what I heard.
That's a bit steep. I was thinking 160, top whack.
Well, from the sound of it, her colleagues seemed to think that was quite reasonable.
Blimey. Maybe I've got my sums wrong here.
Either that or the council haven't got any idea what a realistic valuation is.
Yeah, that's possible.
Anyway, far be it from me to suggest anything underhand. But theoretically, if they're happy with 200 and another company puts in an offer slightly below that, they'd be duty-bound to accept it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I suppose they would. Theoretically.
So, you give that Callan fella what for, eh?
From what Liam told me, she's frightened the life out of him.
Oh, that's something I would have liked to have seen.
Join the queue.
Well, don't you start thinking it's a big joke, because it's not. That bloke's a slime ball. I do not want my son working with him.
Of course not. Like I said, we'll talk about it when we get the chance.
Right, well, I'd better go and make myself useful. Ooh. Actually, I think I better go and lie down.
Hey, I'll see you later, Angus.
You're really disappointed in me, aren't you? The way I've handled things.
No, I'm not. I'm just worried about Liam, that's all.
I have tried, you know. I didn't just chuck him a sleeping bag and tell him to get on with it.
I know.
The trouble is, the lad's at a difficult age. I'm trying to be his father and his best mate all rolled into one. And sometimes I end up falling between the two.
Yeah. Well, I realise it's not easy.
I have been thinking about it, though. And I've made some decisions recently. I'm going to get a flat.
A flat? Seriously?
Yeah. Well, I'm getting a bit old to be living like a student. I thought I'll get a nice 2-bedroom place, and then Liam can have his own room. Give the lad a bit of stability.
Well, can you afford it? And he said the company's having a hard time.
I've got a bit put aside. Anyway, if you wait for everything to be perfect, you wouldn't do anything, would you?
I suppose.
The other thing I was thinking about... Well, it's up to you, obviously.
What?
I was going to say, if you wanted to come and stay any time, you'd be welcome. I can get a sofa bed or something. Maybe you could come down for weekends and stuff.
Nick.
I wasn't suggesting anything funny. I just thought it might be nice for Liam to spend some time with the pair of us. Like the old days.
Nick, I doubt whether he even remembers those days. It's a long time ago.
But it'd be good for him, don't you reckon, to be part of a family unit?
But he's got a family unit with me and Joe if he wants one. Look, Nick, if you want to get this flat for yourself or for Liam, then great. You know, I wish you luck. But please don't count me in on your plans.
Oh, come on, Babs. I know we haven't exactly always seen eye to eye. But Liam's our son. I mean, we're always going to be part of each other's lives. And technically we are still married.
I know, but that is what I came down here to talk to you about.
How do you mean?
Well, Joe and I have been discussing things, and, well, I think it's for the best. I want a divorce.
A reconciliation definitely not on the cards for Nick then. When we return to Charnham, he has to break the news to Liam, and Angus decides he's going to give all his money away. For goodness sake, what's the matter with him? That's at 6:30 this evening, or again on Monday lunchtime. And if you've missed any of Family Affairs this week, The Omnibus is at 3:10 on Sunday afternoon.